Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm backlit, so let's have a light. Okay, now it should be better. Okay, so yeah, I am not back to YouTube yet, but I will be posting a lot of videos without any schedule. Hopefully, this is gonna be somewhat like an update video. I don't know just yet, but the background footage you are looking at is WuWa. Wuthering Wave. So that's going to be a game that I've been playing passively every now and then whenever there's a new update, whenever I have some things I want to show off or I have video ideas and I got some free time. There's a lot of things I want to do, but this is an update video. The thing is, with update video, I know it's not going to get views, but I do it anyways because I like it. YouTube has become a different system now. Everything has gone to shit with the new YouTube update for monetization. So making money from YouTube is no longer a viable option for content creation. That's why I'm going to be working on my own website, putting out content and putting out projects as well as other stuff that I believe is good for my channel growth as well as personal growth. I have a lot of ideas and I have a lot of things I want to try out and test whenever I got free time, whenever life doesn't get in the way. And yeah, also I love this new outfit that I bought. That's why I'm like tinkering with it. There's like a little button on the sleeve that I want to get buttoned up, and then I'll take it off after the recording. I'm literally just showing off this outfit because I like it. So there's going to be some timestamps going on. Next, I want to talk about a few games I've been playing. Recently, I've been playing Sekiro, Guild Run, WuWa, and Peckland. Those are and also Balloon TD6 because of the Discord event. Those are the main games I've been playing recently, and I will be making YouTube video about them because I see myself as a content creator and a gamer, and I don't really have a lot of topics to talk about while I'm doing it unless I plan the video around it first and then I do it. But that's the problem. I can't really do a first time impression, first time playing the game if I already know stuff about the game. But if I know stuff about the game, then I'm not first time anymore, which defeats the purpose. That's why having a team of people who already play the game, figure out the content for me, it's typically better. But I don't have the finance to hire people like that, so I'm not allowed to do that. I also have other plans like learning Chinese and reaction so I can watch K-drama and C-drama just so I can improve on my vocabulary and perspective on life and get smarter and more lazy, because for me, everything is about efficiency and automation. I want to get everything done as fast as possible, as efficient as possible to utilize all my remaining time to sleep. My favorite activity is to sleep, besides watching anime, of course. Okay, moving on to the next thing. Current project that I'm coding is AI auto edit short, YouTube short. I've been trying a lot of different things. It is successful and failure, but I'm not giving up on that. I also have finished recent project with Python for compression, for video compression and audio compression. I also found ways to combine video track with another video track within the same file. So one file can have multiple audio track and multiple video track, which I believe is very efficient for organizing footage where you want the camera to be separated from the video before the editing and after editing, as well as sharing it on my own website instead of YouTube. YouTube is one video track, one audio track. On my website, it's going to be different. It's going to be multiple audio tracks that you can choose from and multiple video tracks where you can swap between and record and edit and download for free. I want my website to be free, open to the public, use everything that I have built for everyone, general purpose. If they feel like donating, they can donate. It's basically a crowdfunding type of website. So you can support me by liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel, all that YouTuber stuff that I don't really care about because YouTube is dead to me. I'm doing this as a hobby. So I'm having a lot of fun learning new skills, doing things. I'm in a great mindset today. Usually I'm not because I'm depressed, but hey, today I feel good. So Also remind me I need to get myself a haircut. That's why I'm making update video like this so I can just enjoy and have fun. I'm very much happy with the way things are going with my current situation for life. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Type of situation. All I gotta do is wait. Because right now I'm waiting and saving up money to buy Mac Mini M5 whenever that gets released or whatever new computer so I can just have another setup. I right now have a laptop setup and a PC setup where I can dual stream. So that's something I want to make a video on talking about my setup. Next, let's go with the thing that I recently did, a project that I recently did. It is making my mom's older picture move with AI. I'm not happy with the current situation with AI, but I do understand that AI is a tool. And if I don't use AI as a tool, I will be left behind. So I will be using AI to do other stuff. Next, I'm also going to talk a little bit about what happened recently that got me angry for like 2 days. I don't like that I got angry for 2 days, but I do want to let out my thoughts, write it down, make a video recording as a diary. So in the future, I can look back at how silly my current mindset is that I have grown. So I'm angry at my mom because I invited her to a spa date. The spa date itself is like $25, and I am Chinese, so I like discount. I like cheap option. So there's 2 happy hour date, one in the morning where I'm usually sleeping, so I cannot wake up that early because I work at night. And 2 is in the late night, like I'm saying 7 p.m. And for her, she doesn't want to go outside after 6 p.m. So 7 p.m. is no go. So I wanted to just go by myself because I want to go to the spa. I was tired from working. So she doesn't want that. So I have 2 choices. Either listen to her and not go out, or go out and have risk of worrying her, like making her worry about me. Like I know I can fight and I know I can run away, but at the same time, I feel like that worry is not exactly healthy for someone her age. So I decided to just not go, and I'm angry at myself for not being more capable of like explaining what I want and how to do it. And it feels like I'm being not respectful to myself in a way that I don't value my own opinion and idea as much. And I also feel like the worry, the fear of like being kidnapped at night or going to a bad place or whatever from social media is having a negative effect on her. And I cannot parental control what she watched because everything on the algorithm is a rabbit hole. Once you click on one video, it just spirals down deeper and deeper into that fear. So in order to reset the algorithm, you need to have a brand new account that is fresh. And she doesn't want to lose her Chinese soap opera AI slop bullshit that I don't recommend. So there's not really a way to control because it's a society problem. It's an algorithm problem, not a me problem. So I just let her be in her own tiny little world while I have to wait until I get the opportunity to explore and go to this new spot that I wanted to go. And all this stemmed because I am a cheapskate that values money and hard work. And I just don't want to waste like money that I could have saved. Like $25 compared to $20 is not a huge difference, but it's just like a part of me that I feel like I could have saved that $5, you know? It's more about why give that money to a corporation and I don't even know if I enjoy it or not. Plus, I have a coupon. Why would I not use the happy hour coupon? It's there because they done the business cost of driving customer for first timer. So why would I not abuse it? So it's just me and my mindset. I know it's not a big deal for like the money situation because I can go at any hour of the day. It's just that my mindset is more towards saving rather than spending. I'm not saying like saving money will make me a millionaire. I'm not saying that because obviously you need to make $1 million. So making more money is beneficial rather than saving a few pennies. So it's like stepping over dollar to pick up penny logic. So I don't believe in those kind of situation. But at the same time, whatever save amount is still an amount. So yeah, I'm angry at myself. I'll be honest. It's a long rant for that one, so let's move on. Next, I really want to learn fighting. This goes back into the kidnapping part. I haven't been exercising for at least 5 years, ever since COVID and ever since like a lot of like real world problem with my dad that I absolutely hate, but that's a different topic. And I really want to go back to exercising, but I learned that I prefer active sports, not passive one. Passive one as in like going to the gym, doing movement that for the sake of movement, for the sake of exercising. I don't like that. I like active stuff like playing an actual sport like archery, climbing, skating, swimming. I don't know how to swim, but I really think swimming is up my alley. It fits all the criteria that is moving my body that I like. So I think I will like that, like dancing as well, juggling, baseball, running, jogging, bicycle riding. There's a lot of sports that I like to play and do that I consider as active. Like it's not difficult for me to rent a bike and ride the bike around the city. The problem with that is the lane, the motorbike lane, is not designed for bicycle. So I will get hit by a bus eventually. Probably not anytime soon, but eventually. So I don't do that. Roller skating, there's a time and place, and I have just gotten surgery on both of my legs like a year ago, so I don't want to have roller skating ruin my toenails again. I want them to be fully recover first. And I also don't like the inconvenience of going to a place outside of my house. That's something I need to change because for me, my logic is if I go outside, like if I change my clothes to go outside, I have to make that journey worth it. I can't just go out, buy an item, come back. No, I have to spend at least like 1 hour. Like I have to go buy that item, have to go buy lottery ticket, have to go get some food, I have to go look at people or go to the park or do something productive outside so I get that daily recommended amount of sunlight. If not, I'm just not going to go outside. It's inconvenient, it's tiring, and there's a chance I might get injured or kidnapped because, yeah, we're in Vietnam. So, yeah, that's the problem. And also it's raining, so I have to account for that because I'm on a motorbike, not like a four-wheel car with a roof over my head. So I have to also spend money to drink because it's very hot here. So you definitely need to consider heat stroke. Next thing I want to talk about is incompetence is not acceptable. I feel like I am not useful. I feel like I am the type of person that is very self-hating or self-hatred or value my worth of like my actual skill. So if I'm not talented at something, I work so I can see value in myself, be more capable. I think being capable is more important than mastering something. Being good at something is more useful, more important. So I want to learn more. That's why I want to learn Chinese. I want to learn coding. I want to learn anything, just self-improvement, get better every day, which is what I've been doing for years. It's just that the rate that I'm doing it is getting slower and slower because of more responsibility and my body just can't keep up. So I have to just accept that I can't continuously grow. At a certain point, I have to just slow down. And that's what I've been doing. Just accepting that I need rest, I need sleep, I need more rest than normal. But at least I'm not stopping. Stopping is giving up. I don't give up. If I'm determined to do something, I'm not giving up. That's why I already finished Sekiro. I just need to edit that and voice over it. So I'm writing script, I'm learning new techniques. It's not about the destination anymore. I recognize that I gave up. I gave up on trying to reach my goal on destination. Now I'm just focused on the journey. I'm not, like my mom say, I have to look one step at a time. And because I am an overthinker, I look every single step throughout the process to know where I'm gonna end up. Because if I don't know where I'm going, why would I go there? That type of logic. Like, is that result even something I want? So that's what I am moving moving on from. So I'm moving on from one step at a time, and I'm moving on from just looking at the end result justifies the mean of how to get there. I'm looking past all of that. Now I'm just enjoying the journey. I'm just giving up. I will do what I want because life is short, and I just don't believe in hope anymore. I just don't believe that the journey is good or bad. If it's worth it or not, I don't care. I just do it because that's what I feel at that exact moment. So if I say I want to sleep, then I'm just going to go to sleep. I don't matter if there's going to be consequences or not, if I sleep early or sleep more. If I want to sleep, I just sleep. Just live in the moment. If I want to play Sekiro, I'm just going to play Sekiro. I'm not trying to pump out a YouTube video because of the sake of making content, making money, getting my money's worth for the game, making content because I enjoy it. It doesn't matter. If I want to play Sekiro, I'm just going to play Sekiro. I gave up on trying anymore. If I want to do something, I'm just going to live in the moment. I'm not going to force myself or restrain myself from my own enjoyment. So I'm learning to self-love. That's what I've been doing. I say it is like a negative thing, like self-control or discipline. Like I have to do this in order to get the result I want, like success, fame, money, fortune, whatever. But at the same time, I realize my own happiness is not going to be out of my own thing. It's about helping my mom. And I've done that. I've done my responsibility. She's happy, so I'm happy. So that's all I need to worry about. And I'm not really happy if I don't listen to my heart. If I only listen to my brain that's logical, then I'll never be a better person. I'll be a nice person, a kind person, but I'm not going to be a better person. I want to be a better person. Like my minimum goal is to be like zero carbon impact on the world. But at the same time, I think there's so much negativity and hate and bad thing going on in the world that I want to make a difference. Even if that difference is insignificant, at least is something that I can be proud of, or at least I care about. It doesn't matter if no one cares about it, or if it doesn't have an impact, or is good or not. If I think it is something I value, I'll do it. Like a lot of things I create throughout my channel, I believe fits that narrative. For the start, it was for views, but if I look back at it, I don't regret spending like 100 hours doing something, because on the journey and the thing that I got out of it is more experience, and the life that I live is a story that I can look back on. And overall, there are a lot of things I regret, but because of that regret, I can learn to not do it again, which is growth. So if I don't learn any lesson from it, then the pain is just going to numb me and make me worry and scared of the world. So I have a lesson that I learned from those mistakes. I can either grow from it, or I can just be scared and not learn anything and be trauma by it. Anyways, next is the situation. I also learned how to dye pants. So it's kind of expensive, but I believe that a lot of pants my mom wore, it's not fitting her size. So we have to have custom made pants, and those are expensive and old and worn out. So I learned how to dye pants. I'm happy about that. It's tiring, but I like it. So I learned a lot of new things. Eat out at a new place. I have and tried a new place to eat out. Is Chinese. It's a buffet, quite expensive. I don't recommend that place. But here's where I have an argument with my mom that I am not thinking about anymore because I solved the problem. But I want to walk you through the situation. So I was driving with my mom on a date. I love to go out on dates with my mom. So she is happy because her life is suffering. So I want her to be happy. I was driving. She said, I like that restaurant. Let's go in that. And I immediately did a U-turn, gone in that restaurant. No question asked, no bill look. And then I sat down, ordered the food. I look at the menu, look at the price. It was 3 times or 2 times more expensive than what I usually go to order for the same type of food, for the same thing. And I keep trying to explain to my mom, there's 2 options. We can save face. In Chinese is save face, as in like our honor, as we already sat down and we don't want to make our mood or whatever bad, or karma bad, by walking out and not ordering anything because it's not the right type of restaurant. I would immediately walk out of that restaurant if it wasn't for me. I'm that type of person. I don't care. I don't owe them anything. But my mom would be embarrassed. So I told my mom, okay, I know you're going to be embarrassed, so I'm just going to take the L financially. So we ordered some food. And yeah, but I was deep down thinking to myself, like, I can't change her. I can't change myself. And I just need to accept that that type of situation will happen every now and then. It's a win and a loss. It's a gamble when we try a new restaurant. Some restaurant might be good. Some restaurant might be bad. It might be expensive, might be cheap, but we don't know until we go in there. So lesson learned, never touch that restaurant again. The food was okay, but for the price, I could have saved like half off if I went to my usual place. So my mom never went to my usual place. So next time I'm going to invite her to try my usual place. Speaking of, I have a few more date ideas. I want her to try expensive Brazilian food. So I'll be taking her to try Brazil food, and I'll also be taking her to Middle Eastern food, as well as Egypt food. So those are places that I will have my mom go for date, which is meaning I spend more money and I need to make more money. That's why I want my website to success so I can earn more money. I don't think living to make money is a good way to judge someone. I believe that the wealth distribution is very bad because that's how the system is designed. But that's a topic for a video for another time. So next is Ikigai. I believe that Ikigai is a good way to live, and I don't really have an Ikigai right now. So the way that I'm going to find my Ikigai isn't through some random question to just determine what works and what not for me. For me, I believe that the best way to do it is just to try everything. Just try and see what will God give me, because I already gone through a lot of logical options with Ikigai, trying to make money using it. And I believe that it is about the volume, not about like the actual chance itself. It's about trying everything that I want and see what lands. So if I throw dots at the wall, throw dots at the wall, eventually one will land. And I just stick with that type of content for as long as I'm still loving it. And that's the way I'm going to approach it, as a numbers game, as many as possible, as fast as possible. When I say fast, I don't mean like bad quality. I still want to enjoy the journey. So I'm going to do it my way, my pace, so I don't hate myself. Yeah. Even if I don't get anything out of it, I'll still not regret it, because doing something is exerting extra energy. And I'm very lazy, and I don't want to exert extra energy for no reason. That's why I have to fight myself and struggle to rewire my brain from going with depression and laziness to a more productive, like, even if it's not worth it, I only get to live once. Might as well try my best. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So yeah. Next is YouTube. Getting better popularity versus value. I already talked about this a lot with my other videos in the past, like years ago and also recently. So I don't really need to touch upon that. But basically what I mean by that is, do I want to improve my skill with editing by learning from other people who created videos? So I take my time with creating my own videos so I can improve my skill. Or do I want to be popular and focus on stealing other people's content? Because in my opinion, for example, reacting to the Great Potato War, I believe is not a good content for me, but it is popular. So if I do it, I will get a lot of views. I know I can react. I know I can create content around Minecraft because I'm a gamer and I play a lot of Hypixel Skywar. So everything lines up perfectly. But the thing is, the value I create is negative or maybe very, very little. So there's no point of doing that type of stuff because I'm not adding anything. I'm just wasting people's time and they just care because I'm popular or I'm trying to be popular. So I'm leeching off of Technoblade for Potato War, for example, in order to grow my own audience, to make money, to be successful. But that's not the way that I want to do it. I think there are other ways that is more valuable, in my opinion. So popularity is not something I would say, which is the next thing, value versus value. I think if I create videos that is better and optimized and valuable to people, that is helpful and useful, then yeah, that will eventually get views. It won't get views fast, but it is something that I'm proud of, at least, even if it doesn't like give me money. I don't believe money is the be all end all of the world. I feel like money is extremely important and it is how I determine value itself because value is what people pay me to do. So um, I do believe that aligns with my path and my identity more. That's why I think it's better for me to just create content that I think it's useful because YouTube itself is a rabbit hole of popularity. YouTube will recommend your video to people who already have similar tastes or are looking for what is trending and what is new, what is news. So older video will not get a lot of recommendation from YouTube. It's basically a company trying to make more money. So if I'm making videos that makes a lot of money for YouTube, they will 100% recommend it more in the system. But if that video is only for a particular niche audience, I won't get a lot of recommendation. That's why I believe content on YouTube is dead. It becomes a TV show for advertiser. It's more long form, it's more advertisement, it's more money. So the way that I want to gain the system by abusing YouTube, because I love breaking stuff, abusing the system, which just means making my own website. Simple. YouTube and AI will dominate the website space, but I believe if you have genuine heart, like personality, that wouldn't matter. If it's something valuable, AI cannot replace it. AI is just there to accelerate what already works, not what is replaceable. Like AI is just going to give new jobs to different industry. It's not really destroying stuff. It's more like replacing with something new, more efficient and better. Even if it's wrong or not correct right now, eventually it will be correct. It will be better. It's just going to be a breakthrough in technology, just like the plane, just like internet, just like light bulb, just like electricity, just like whatever. It is a shift in the meta, and I just gotta accept that that's how it is, and that's how it will be in the future. So I also, next thing I want to talk about is identity with teaching. I believe that I am a teacher and I am a gamer. I don't see myself as anything else at the moment. So I built my identity as a teacher. So I want to teach, I want to learn more, and I want to improve as a scholar, as a student. So I will continue to do that, learn something new every day, and share something interesting that I think is interesting to my audience, to my website, to everyone. And content creation just happens to be a lot of the big interest that I am enjoying. So I'll continue making videos just for the sake of myself. And yeah, the end does not justify the mean anymore. I'm looking forward to the journey, which I believe is a much more healthier approach. I also want to do some anime summary because I believe that is valuable and helpful towards my friend Joe. He doesn't remember a lot of things. So by making anime summary and a lot of info and theory, I can also start audience because at the end of the day, I do want friends. And this is a good way to make friends, having a hobby. My hobby just so happens to be gaming and anime and learning new things. So video games, anime, YouTube, good way to make friends. So that's how I'm going to make friends. Um, like, yeah, completionist, hoarding. I don't need to talk about that. And not fashion designer, go buy more clothes. Oh yeah. Speaking of my clothes, my mom really wants me to get more clothes. I do not want that. For me, I believe 7 outfit is enough. I don't need more. Like the 7 days in a week, 7 outfit. That's easy. I don't need to have a wardrobe of like 30 clothes like my mom. She can have as many dresses as she wants, as many clothes as she wants. I do not want that. What she wants is not what I want. I am not interested in getting more of the same clothes or the same type or whatever. I believe my own taste in money is more important. Like I buy high-end clothes, not like worn-out clothes or secondhand or cheap stuff. So my clothes is a lot expensive. That's why I don't want a lot of them. I just want good clothes that fits me that I can wear for a year or two, and then I can give them to charity. So yeah, speaking of which, I'm planning to give more to charity every time. This month, I gave away $100 to charity. I'm very happy and proud of myself because I believe that I live and I have a lot of good fortune because of luck. And other people might not be as fortunate right now. So I want to share my good luck with other people, and charity is a good way to do that. So my next objective is I want to try doing uh, blood donation. I already did my ear pierce, which is a different topic. On this side, eventually I'll get my ear pierce on this side for earring. So I have to save up some money to get some earring. Here's the thing. I want high quality earring that is good looking and real. I don't want a fake earring. I'm not the type of person that enjoy the secondhand or fake. I enjoy authentic or at least improvement. Like if I don't have the option, I'll settle for fake, but I rather go for something that is real that I pay money for, because that money has meaning and it provides job. While fake is usually just a knockoff, copy, and bad design. I'm okay with alternative option like a competitor instead of fake. When I say fake, I mean like they cheap out on the ingredient, do scummy tactic for marketing, or undercut the real original because the product is trending. I don't like that type of business practice. It is very scumbag move. So I don't support that type of strategy. So I don't buy things like that. I go for real authentic product. And that's how I feel. And yeah, the service and whatnot. If I can't afford it, I'll just not get it. That's simple as that. If I want, even though I want it, even if I need it, if I cannot afford something because it's too expensive for the real thing, I'll stop. The thing is, a lot of the alternative is usually better. For example, Adobe, I fucking hate Adobe. I still use it because of work, but I only use cracked version of Adobe because I don't support them. And I have alternative like DaVinci Resolve, which I paid, Sony Vegas, which I paid for, and free option like Blender. You can edit in Blender. I can edit in Blender. There's literally nothing stopping me from editing in free software. I have a lot of options for Linux. I have a lot of option that is free alternative. The thing is, if I don't support something, I'm just not going to give them the time of day. But in the current media piracy site thing, with content being paywalled from multiple streaming services, Crunchyroll with AI slop subtitle, and content on YouTube being just all around horrible with AI, and everything is about money nowadays, it is just a wealth gap, and we really need universal basic income. I need to just not worry about food, about rent, about like housing, about healthcare, and then I can just do more creative things. I think here's something that might be a hot take for other people. There are a lot of useless jobs that is not creative, that is manual labor that I do not believe need to continue to exist. I'll give a quick example. I believe that cashier should not exist. That might be a hot take because in my country, you need a cashier to scan your item, put it in the bag. But self checkout exists. So why? Why do we need that? Another thing I don't want is like, it's for the convenience, yes, but you don't really need a server. You can serve food yourself. Like, talk to the barista, get whatever order you want, like drinks or food, and then wait for the order. And then you just go pick up the order and put it on your table. It's self-serve. You don't need that. Also, gas station attendants. Like, I don't need someone to pump gas in my bike. I can do that. I can put in the number, swipe my credit card or pay the money, and scan the QR code or whatever, pump my gas, and then leave. I can do that. I don't need someone to do that for me. I know it's for safety reason, but at the same time, we live in a high-end city technology. So maybe that mindset work for education for lower income area, but for high income area where education is like very high, people are master degree, bachelor degree, like PhD. Why would we need more of those when we can have more doctor, more engineer, more scientist, more researcher? We could have more scholar. Why do we not value education? Instead, we go for mindless 9-to-5 slave that works in a convenience store where robots and other things exist that can replace it. I feel like it's all about the lawmaking, politics side of things that I don't have anything to talk about, because politics is run by the rich, and they have, if they want, like if a rich person within the top 0.1% of the population wants to, make a rule, make a law change, they'll do it. It will happen, like very, very likely. Their income basically dictates if that law is going to be put into place or not the majority of the populace. It doesn't matter if you agree with a certain policy or not. You don't have the money to back up that claim, and you don't have the money to put that into effect when it's voted in. The police system, the justice system, everything is built around politics and money. So if you don't have the money to back up the finance to back it up, war is just not possible. And implementing something and ruining millions of people's lives for lawsuit reason, it's just money. It's just game of finance. It's usually just who can afford the better lawyer, which I don't like because it's not fair. It's not just, but that's just how the world works. It's a dog-eat-dog world. A lot of people see it as just the way that human has worked for the majority of time. And recently, because of the internet, we have social media to share the story of everyone and everything. So it's more like upfront, and people can not get away with certain things anymore, which is a good thing. But at the same time, because of those technology, a lot of things just gotten worse because it's more fear mongering. By gaining so much information and so much knowledge so fast, you have also lost sight and lost touch with the local community, where people share opinions and stuff that doesn't involve politics or the worldview, which is a different topic for another video. And I'm getting way too deep talking with this type of stuff for an update video, and you guys are seeing the WuWa attempt that took me 6 hours to do, which originally I wanted to do because I want to make a tutorial video. And then I realized the point of the tutorial video is for people to be able to follow along and do, and this is more towards a skill gap, a skill check. Technically not really a skill check because you need to fly up in the air, which requires a character, so it's a money check if you have the character or not. If you do not have AMF, then you cannot do this. But if you do have AMF, you can just fly up and do that. Also, a second point I want to mention why I don't want to do a tutorial, it already exists. Someone already posted this video of AMF flying to the corner and then jump down whenever 5 minutes is up to kill the boss. So if it already exists and it's on YouTube, people probably already seen it. They don't need my video because my video doesn't improve anything. It doesn't help change the video upgrade. I'm just basically recycling content and upgrading it or downgrading it. And this because I'm like 11 or 12 days late on posting the video. So if I don't provide any value, I don't consider that as something I would post normally. So yeah, I don't do that type of stuff. That's why I'm making this into update video. So I don't want to waste the footage that I collected. The 6 hours is not really a big deal to me because I personally think getting that number high up is good for the account itself, which is not even my account. I play on other people's account. So if you want me to play a certain game, just give me your account or send me the game or buy me the game or whatever. I'm not spending money on video games. I got bills to pay. So yeah, I'm coming back to streaming. That's basically it. I'm coming back to YouTube. That's the update. So this YouTube channel is now a personal channel, a hobby channel that I can post anything and whatever I want that doesn't break YouTube terms of service because it's still YouTube's platform. I'm not posting this on my own website because I don't think this is valuable at all. It's just a diary and I like talking. That's it. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye.